I go out on social media and I build my brand there. And I search for people that have done this before so I can have the right people around me. Because when you have the right people around you, you being more like them. That's the secret for me. Being around people that are successful, then it's easier to be it on your own.
Welcome to MLM Nation, a podcast of leaders, by leaders, for leaders, hosted by Simon Chan. He's built a team of over 200,000 and is now a full-time MLM coach and trainer. So if you're ready to level up your business, join us now. Let's do this.
MLM Nation, this is Simon Chan. I'm fired up to bring our special guest today all the way from Sweden. And it took us like a record number of forever to get us technically set up here. I felt like I've gone to Sweden. But hey, I want to bring the best leaders to you, not just from the US, but overseas out in Sweden. And we have Ursula Hallin. Hey, Ursula, are you ready to make it happen?
Yes, of course. Of course. I'm here with you now.
Ursula Hallin never did well in school and ended up working in the restaurant industry for about 20 years before she transitioned into network marketing 8 years ago. In fact, she didn't even speak English and learned English within 1 year just so that she could understand what her mentors were talking about. Today, she's a full-time leader who leads a team of over 5,000 people. She and her family live out in Sweden. So Ursula, welcome to ML Nation. I've given everyone a brief intro, but take us to your background. How did you end up going from the restaurant industry to network marketing?
Yes, thank you so much to having me here. Yes, I'm Ursula. I'm from Sweden, and I struggling a lot in school and even at home. It was pretty difficult to be me when I was young. So I have a hard time and thinking that I was a little bit stupid. I think I was 30 years before when I really understand that I was not stupid because I have a dyslexia and maybe some HAAD or something. So that's why I did not went so well in school, and everyone that I met thought I was a little bit strange because I was so energetic. So I started to work in a restaurant when I was 14, besides school, and then I had 3 restaurants on my own. I own 3 restaurants because I feel that I can do that and I really handle that. So I feel pretty good, but I worked so much. I worked 200 to 300 hours a month. And when I had my first daughter, when I was 24, it'd been a little bit difficult to have a family the same time when you work so much. And I did not reach the goals of so much money I want to earn. So I try even more. And when I have my other kid, I was 33, I think. I had a burnout because I have worked so much, so many years, and tried to handle the family and everything. So it didn't went so well. So that was in the burnout that I feel that I must change something, and that was exactly the same time I come in contact with this industry for the first time, and I was a little bit skeptical. But I thought if it should work a little bit for me, because I saw the big picture and I feel like maybe if I can do 10% of what some leaders did, I should have a good life and more time for my family. So that was when I decided, and it was 8 years ago, I decided to put in some effort in this industry. And now we are here.
How did someone approach you by network marketing? Was it a friend, a stranger? And did you go to a meeting? Was it online? What was it like?
It was on the gym. I had horses when I was young, but when I sold my horse, I think I need to do something. So I start to work out. So I start to go to a CrossFit gym and start to know new people there. And it was a girl there that she was a masseuse, and she told me when I told her that I feel a little bit stuck in my restaurants, so she told me that I can start to work with her. And I thought, oh no, I did not want to be a masseuse. So I think, oh no, no, thank you. Um, but she told me that, yeah, every week you must work with me. And after a while, I asked, with the what should I do with you? And she said, come on a meeting. And I come to a basement place with other people, and I was really skeptical because they said that you can earn a lot of money, and I sitting there and think, oh no, I should not do this. But because maybe it was true, so I start there. So that was how I was introduced to this industry.
So once you got started, how did you do? Did you have a lot of success right away, or you struggled?
No, I struggled a lot. Um, I had a mentor, and we was on pretty the same place then when we start. So we struggled. We had meetings, and the only thing that happened in the meetings was that everyone was drinking coffee and didn't speak any business. But I had pretty big goals from the beginning, so I feel a little bit stuck. But it's take 5 years. I was struggling really hard and sitting on my own and try to figure it out. How should I reach out to people? And I have no idea how. And someone where there I come in, start to figure it out that I should do this online. And so I think it was after 3 years or something, I thought, maybe I can do it online. But it was pretty much harder than I thought from the beginning. But I was really happy that I take the step to go to online, because I am pretty introvert. So I didn't like to stand in the kitchens and talk to people. So it was easier to do it online, but it's a big work there too, even if I thought from the beginning it should be easy.
So what did you do online? How did you get prospects, and how did you present to them?
Build relations with people. I work with the ATM system, so build relations and have a Facebook group there I show the products and the benefits with the products and everything. So that is how I work. So build relationships with new people online.
What was a turning point for you, or a big aha moment where afterwards things started to take off and you started to have success?
Yeah, it was exactly 3 years ago. I met three guys that I heard have success in this industry. So the problem was that they was from US and I'm from Sweden, and I did not speak any English then. So I have an opportunity to meet them because they come to Sweden, and I thought that I should not go because I was so afraid to speak to them because I did not speak English. So I decided to do it, even if I was afraid. And then I have a translator with me. So she helped me with the language. And that was the turning point when I met them and saw how ordinary people they were, even if they have big success in this industry. So that was the moment I really understand that I must have help from a coach, someone that have done the work before.
What did you learn from these three leaders that really impacted you?
To be genuine, to be you, because I thought that I should be someone else the whole time, because I saw how people was, and everyone said that you should follow the leader, and that's true. But I thought I should be like them. And every people I have met was showing success. They're showing big cars, and they're showing, and that's not me. So I was a little bit not so comfortable with that. But when I met them, I saw it was ordinary people, but they have the success so they can do more of what they like to do. And that was the point I really understand that I can be me and I should be me, because then I attract the right people.
Because you're an introvert, right?
Yeah.
If someone else out there, a lot of network marketers are shy, introvert like yourself, and they want to go online, what should they start doing? What are the first couple of things they should start?
That I looking around and see what people looking at, and then I really understand that people looking at ordinary things, other people, and then I understand that, okay, if they can do it, I think I can do it too. So start to go outside the comfort zone. But I think it's easier to do it online, because it's pretty short time. If you're sending a live or something, it's pretty short time. You try to show your energy and be another person than you are, but then you can go back and sitting in your couch and be the introvert person. So I think it's see the benefits with only working a few minutes and then you are home, because the most job you did, it's go out and be outside for 8 hours or something and speaking to people. So see the benefits and then see how other people do it and try to do it. And you are not good at it in the beginning, not at all. I was horrible on my first live. I was so shy and afraid, but I have trained a lot.
So why did you continue? So your first live was terrible. What made you do it again?
That I saw that I can be at home and work. That was the thing. And I thought that I can be better if I train, because you're not so good at anything when you do it the first time. When you should learn a new language, you cannot think that you can the language before you go to the first lesson. You must go there and you must practice and practice and practice and be better on it. And it's exactly the same here when you work in line. You must practice and being better and better at it. So that was why I decided to learn English too, because I really want to have the right mentors, because we have not so big mentors in Sweden. And yeah, it's not so easy and it's not perfect, but it's pretty good.
What should someone post on social media? Say someone wants to start right now. What should they go live, or what do they talk about? What should they post about?
I think it's good to go live because it's easier to build a relation with the person when you see the person and feel the person. But I think it's good to do reels to reach out to new people. And I know it's good to do reels. And I think it's good. I know it's good to show who are you and what are you doing. I start to do, when I start show me more online, I walk every morning at 9 and I send a short live about something, about it's fall, about the beautiful leaves or something. So they start to know you.
So basically, it's pretty simple. Just show who you are, right? Instead of trying to overcomplicate it, like what people, just let people know who you are.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you, since you have kids and I'm sure you're very busy, how do you stay consistent in your business?
I decided to have my kids from the beginning in preschool, but then in the school. From the morning. Here in Sweden, we start 8 or 8:30, and then 4 5 hours, so I can work these hours. Even if I can have my kids at home, it's easier to be consistent when you do that. But now I can have my kids home every vacation and everything. So, but from the beginning, I decided to do it like a ordinary work. You must go to work, so that's how I do it.
So
Decide to
you
be
basically
consistent.
decide and then treat it like a job
Yeah, yeah,
where you show up every single day.
yes.
This is my favorite question. In your 8 years, what is your worst moment in network marketing?
Hmm.
Where most people will quit, but you did not quit. That's why you are the leader you are today.
I think it's have been to contact people. I think that's the worst thing for me. That's something I have struggled with a lot. I have decided to do this, and I have decided to give it 10 years. From that I start for 8 years ago, I decide to give it 10 years. Be consistent and be there. And yes, before I had months that I didn't anything. Uh, but then I come back again and no, I must do this if I want to have the results. So yes, contact people have been the hardest thing for me, but I think we have struggled things in whatever we do. Uh, what job we even have, we have things that we don't like. And I think that's the thing with this industry. It's so easy to quit because no one said to you that you should do it. But if you decide, I must do it because I know you always have things that are not so fun. Uh, it was the same in the restaurant branch. In the restaurants, I did not like to speak to people there, but I must do it when they come in. I must say hi, and it's the same here.
I think you said a very interesting point. Like you gotta treat it like a job, and it's always not so fun, but you still do it anyway. Right? How did you decide 10 years? Some people say, oh, 1 year. Why? How can you think 10 years? Why? And I think I love it because I think everyone will be successful if you give it 10 years. But how did you come up with 10 years?
No, I thinking about my restaurants. When I start the restaurants, I invest 2 million Swedish crowns, so it's around $200,000 for each restaurant, and then you have 5 years before you going break even.
Hmm.
And I'm thinking that I treat it like a real business, even if it's much cheaper often to start. Is not $200,000, but I think I saw the opportunity. If I can do it and I can stay consistent in 10 years, I think that I should earn some money. I have not the expectations that I should earn so much that I do today, but I thought that I should have a pretty good life um, if I was consistent in 10 years.
And it's much easier in restaurant business, and you don't have to be.
Yeah, much easier. And but the thing is that if you see often when you see 10 years from now, um, it depends on how old you are. But when I decide 10 years, I was 34, and I'm thinking, okay, 44 is a pretty good age to be free, because I did not have so big expectation for how much money, but so I can pay my bills and everything. Uh, and if you can be that with 44 years old, it's not so old. So
Yeah.
I think it's better for people to think about how old am I in 10 years. Okay, that should be good to go and retire then.
Hey, thank you for the inspiration. It's very inspiring, your long term mindset. You've been amazing. As we wrap up the show, some quick questions to pick your brain. Okay, and these can be quick one sentence. What is one of your favorite success quotes that motivates you?
Keep it simple.
What is one habit that's helped you become successful?
Energy.
Where do you get the energy from? You're an introvert, so how does the energy? Where do you get it from?
I decide to have good energy because I know that you can give it to other people. And I think it was when we have the pandemic, when it starts, but when I saw that a lot of people being so alone, um, I thought that if I can show some energy and happiness, uh, I think maybe I can give some happy to someone. And that was when I decided to have a little bit energy. And I'm not, I don't have so much energy the most days. But if I turn off on the music and dance a little bit and I feel, oh, yes, now I have the energy, then I
Mm,
do alive. So, yeah, it's
that's awesome.
easy if you decide.
Yes, I like it. What is your best advice that you ever received?
Have a mentor. When you should learn something new, you must have a mentor, someone to teach you. And if you better mentor you have, if you should learn a new sport, if you have a Olympic game mentor that have done the Olympic games, maybe you can be good. But if
Yeah.
you have a basic mentor, maybe you stay there. So I think it's a really good mentor. That's the best.
What's your favorite prospecting tool? I guess it's ATM, right? If someone's
Yeah,
interested, you add them to the Facebook group.
yeah.
What are 2 or 3 books you can recommend to ML Nation?
I'm so bad to remember books, but I have read a lot of Rob Sperry's books. So for me, it's Rob Sperry right now. Before it was a Swedish mentor, and but it was more mindset training because I thinking the mindset is really, really important. And if you don't feel the thing that you should be consistent in 10 years, you can work with your mindset. Everyone can do it. Because if I can do it from the kid that thought I was stupid to there I am today, I know everyone can do it. So working with the mindset from the beginning. So I cannot say a book title, but mindset training. And that's depends on where you are in your mindset right now, which book you read or listen at, because I'm not so good at reading. I listen at books.
And here's the last question, the $1,000,000 question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Imagine you had to start all over again and you knew no one. So you didn't know your mentors, didn't know your kids, your contact list was zero, but you had all your current knowledge, skills, and wisdom. What's the first thing you do or the first place you go to build a network marketing business from scratch?
Social media. I go out on social media and I build my brand there. And I search for people that have done this before so I can have the right people around me. Because when you have the right people around you, you being more like them. And that's the secret for me. Being around people that are successful, then it's easier to be it on your own.
And then you just model after, copy them, and you start thinking like them and doing what they do.
Yes.
Hey, you've been amazing. As we wrap up, any last words or advice? And then what's the best way our listeners can connect with you, Ursula?
The best way is on Facebook. I work in a lot on Facebook, and it's Ursula Hallin on Facebook. So the last thing I want to say, it was a really good thing that I heard for a while ago. It's the industry is like swimming in a stream in flowing water. If you want to go forward in the stream, you need to try hard and you need to take, yeah, try harder. Then you come up to the stream. And I thought it was so good because if you are passive, you're going backwards. But if you really want to go up and be something and have success, you must try harder and do it for a pretty long time because depends on how long you want to come.
ML Nation, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And today you've been hanging out with Ursula Hallin. So keep up the momentum and head over to mlnation.com. Click on the podcast tabs. We're going to have the recap of the show notes page, and also the links to Ursula's Facebook profile. Definitely follow her. Like she said, you want to be successful, connect, surround yourself with successful people. Definitely connect, follow Ursula and connect with her. Hey, in order to be successful in life, business, and network marketing, you must help others. So Ursula, thanks again for sharing your valuable time with ML Nation. We're grateful to you, and we appreciate you for having a positive impact on millions of distributors worldwide. Thank you so much again, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Hey, ML Nation, Simon Chan. Little recap and talk about the main points and lessons we learned from Ursula Hallin. And definitely head over to mlnation.com. We have the new show notes, expanded show notes there. Aha moments, the quotes from her are all there. And also links to her profile. Definitely follow her and connect with her. Okay? Like she said, you want to be successful, you got to surround yourself with successful people. You got to be part of masterminds, coaches, and that's really important. So definitely follow and see what she is doing. I love the lesson, the mindset, because obviously she's shy, she's quiet. And she talked about going live, getting outside your comfort zone, doing all these scary things, right? And it's because of, having the mindset of an entrepreneur, right? How do you really adopt that mindset of an entrepreneur? Even though she wasn't the smartest, she had ADD or whatever, dyslexia, but she had the mindset of entrepreneurs having a long-term approach. I think that was the key to her success. 10 years, not 1 year, not 10 days, 3 or 6 months, 10 years. And I love the fact she said compared it to her restaurants, where she had to put 200,000 and break even at 5 years. 5 years, 5 years to break even in network marketing. I think that's the best part, also the worst part. The best part, it only costs a couple $100 or maybe $1,000. And you can earn way more. That was one of my aha moments back in 2004. My mentor said, you can start a Baskin Robbins franchise, scoop ice creams for 25 grand. Or you can make way more money doing network marketing. And I was like, this is the biggest steal. He said it was the biggest steal of the century. And it's so true. But what you do need, desire. You do need to make that decision, right? Treat it like a full-time job. Like just show up. Like after her kids go to school, she shows up. She's used to it's like working in the restaurant. She's got to work. She's got to be there. She's got to work. You have to work your business. If you work that DMO, the income produced activities, the business will work for you, right? The DMO will work for you. Network marketing will work. The question is, will you work? Having that 10-year mindset, going out there. And it may take you time to learn. And she went live. She wasn't good at it, but hey, you get better. And you just have to show up, because all your dreams and goals are outside your comfort zone. Making that decision and having that vision, I'm going to get there. And if you give it time, you get there. If you give yourself 10 days or 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, probably not going to get there. 10 years, do it consistently, anyone can get there. For me, I give myself 5 years. And they've done lots of studies. If you stay consistent with the same company, doing the business 7 days a week, in 5 years, you can make a full-time income. But most people don't. And even if, Ursula says you're stupid, no, but 10 years, you're definitely going to make it, right? But you got to give it time. I think that's the key lesson in this episode, having the long-term entrepreneurial mindset. And just, no excuses. Doesn't matter you're shy, quiet, just go make it happen. And, talk about social media, be genuine, be you, be yourself. You don't need to fake it. Be yourself and just go out there and let people see the energy. And if it lacks courage, low energy, she pumps up some music and gets her going. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thank you again to Ursula Hallin for sharing her valuable time. By the way, this episode took forever, took like 20-something minutes of technical issues to connect. I had to reschedule this one day. I had no internet at my place. And so please, hey, the least you can do, please subscribe and leave us a review on whatever podcast platform, or subscribe to us on YouTube as well, and leave a review. It will really, really mean a lot. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thanks again to Ursula Hallin. I'm Simon Chan. I'm loud and proud to be part of this amazing profession. Now it's over to you. Go out there, apply what you learned, and have a positive impact on someone's life. God bless you all.